Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Amber. Today's video is a wellness one. I really want to make the focus of this channel, our like three main focuses I should say: fashion, servant looks, natural hair, got the curls out, we had to let them breathe, and wellness. So wellness will be spiritual, mental, and then also physical. So today's video is a wellness one, and it's all about our mindset, getting it right for the new year and just doing away with some of the old stuff. The first mindset that we're getting over is being toxic. Yes, I'm so tired. The girls are tired. I'm personally not tired because I don't deal with toxicity in my life, but I don't want y'all to be in these toxic situationships, relationships. Oh, girls trying to pop out. Relationships, all of this toxic stuff. No. So, I feel like it's become more of a just like fad kind of trend sort of thing. People being toxic, who can be petty to each other. And obviously nobody is perfect in relationships, but I've seen it where people kind of take on the identity of being toxic instead of defining a trait that they need to, resolve in their life. They're like, oh, well, this is my toxic trait and I'm gonna hold on to it. This is just the way I am. Anybody who's giving you that little spiel, run, head out. You don't need it in your life. So now it's different if they're like, this is my toxic trait and I'm trying to work towards changing this certain thing in my life, and that's a little bit more fair. But we're doing away with just being toxic in relationships, being petty towards each other. And if somebody is being disrespectful to you, if they're not helping your growth, if they're not making your life easier or consistently supporting you, it's time to go. So I would say, watch who you surround yourself with, but then also watch, what you say yourself. Next up, which kind of goes with the whole toxic thing, and this is, I would say, more of a kind of like toxic statement and mindset as well, is that love requires suffering. So love requires suffering first, that you got to go through it with the person, and be treated horribly for however long, and then you're going to be rewarded at the end of the day with this beautiful love story. No. And maybe like the way I said it, somebody would obviously say like, no, I wouldn't go through that. But you go through it when you put yourself in situations with people where they continuously violate your trust, they disrespect you, they do harm to you, whether that is mentally or physically. And so I hear guys say different things when they finally like figured out that she's the one, and they're going to reward her. They'll say things like, I put her through it, she passed all of my tests. I saw this one post where this guy was like, she passed every test I threw her way and I just put her through it, and this is my queen now and she deserves the world and I was doing her dirty. And first of all, even if you was doing all that to me, don't announce it to the world. Don't make that a part of your profession of love to me. Don't announce that I was a goofy and now you said, oh, you a goofy, time to crown the goofy that stuck around with me. Now you get to be my one and only. No. But me personally, I don't want to put up with it, and I don't think y'all should either. So I would definitely say that's something that we need to leave behind. And then the other part of that, that's a learned behavior. So if somebody is treating you horribly for so long and then finally they decide, you the one, I want to stick with you, that's y'all pattern already. So even if they want to do right, now they have to unlearn all that they put you through for so long. And that's why guys will make their profession of love, or girls will make their profession of love. They'll switch around and say that they want to change, but they continue to do the same things they always did. Learn behavior. It's not to say that you can't, grow together and change and all that, but it's like in the beginning stages, if you can help it, why even put yourself through that? So I would say that's a mindset, that's a type of relationship. We leave it in 2021. I would say in this instance, if you are dealing with someone like this, me personally, the best thing to do One is to get away from them, but then two is just to allow them to grow in their own space by themselves, and then you focus on yourself wholeheartedly to grow who you are as a person, and not those like corny cliche stuff on Instagram of like working on myself. You know, you don't have to announce it. I mean, unless you have, you know, the type of support that is really going to allow you to work on yourself. But work on yourself in regards to everything that you want in a partner. You should be that as well. So work on your finances, get that right. Get your body and your health right. Work, you know, work towards your passions, things that you want to see. Try to work on your relationship with God. Be a better version of the person that you were in the past. And hopefully that guy or that girl is also working on themselves. And so if it's from God, you guys will come back together. Your paths will align. Your paths will align and you'll achieve a great purpose. But if it's not, then don't slow down for that dude, because if he don't know how to act right or she don't know how to act right, somebody else will. And it'll be almost to the point, imagine if you worked on yourself to the point that that person, whoever he was, he just continued to do everything that he did. And so all this time you've been investing so much into yourself. And so he tries to come back in your life. You're not even the same woman anymore. You're actually unrecognizable because of all of the growth that's happened in your life. Now you're on a whole nother caliber of dude. Come on now. That's what I want us to step into in this new year. Get somebody on your level. All right, so our third mindset that we're leaving behind before you saw this video is the mindset of, if I don't have it by now, I'm just not getting it. So I think of this one really, and you can relate it to any area in your life that it's relevant to, but for me, I think of it as professionally. There are certain goals that I had, and then I switched things around, and I haven't quite reached the level that I would like to be at. And so I really want to get rid of this false narrative that we've been told that we had to figure, especially if you went to college like I did, you have to pick the right major and the right degree. And then after college, you have a certain track that you're on. And hopefully you have everything figured out by the time you're 25. And if you don't have it figured out by the time you're 25, once you hit 30, that's it right there for you. And no matter what age, and I just feel like that's so crazy. So I want to do away with that completely, because at any point you can make a shift and a change and a pivot in your life. We hear all the time success stories about people who were older in their life and they achieved great success. Why? Because they had the mindset that they could. And so even if, and not to say like I chose the wrong thing in college, I mean, I probably would have chose a different major, but that doesn't mean my life is over and whatever track that I'm on now is what I have to stick to. It's simply not true. So we're responsible for creating the lifestyle that we want to see and a lifestyle that we're going to enjoy. And so if it's anything beyond the vision of what you can, the ideal life that you could see in your head, why just settle and say, well, this is my lot in life. This is just what it is. And I'm of this certain age. No, if you have life in your body, if you have health and breath, and you're watching this video, you have opportunity to make a shift and a change in your life and go after the lifestyle that you want to see. Who's to limit when you arrive to a place if you arrive there? Everybody's, and I keep hearing this so often, everybody's process is different. But I would want to look back when I am talking to my grandkids and I have, got to the place that hopefully I will be at, and I could tell them, one, I tried and I did not give up on myself, and I was resilient in the things that I saw for myself. And hopefully you can say the same thing, that you can tell those younger generations, I went for it. And two, maybe it didn't happen perfectly, but man, beautiful things came out of that. One area for me, it's not just so much about me, myself, but personally, my faith. I believe Jeremiah 29:11 is still so true. For I know the plan, and it reads, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. And so that's a scripture that I have to continue to meditate on, because I'm like, okay, I know that God has great plans for me. And so that's what I can hold true to. Even if I make mistakes, I don't reach the level that I would hope to be at just quite yet, I know God still has a plan. And all that I have to continue to do is work what he gave me in my hands. So I know that was what somebody needed to hear. I'm not going to say anything negative about what I said. That was something that somebody had to hear. And whoever you are, you're on my heart. Do not give up on the things that you want for your life, and do not embrace any type of limited mindset to say that even if you're older than me, or, you know, even if this is older me watching this in the future, who's to say what age you should be at to achieve the things that you see and you work towards? Take care of your responsibilities and your bills, but don't give up, you know, and don't accept anything that's less than what you see for yourself. So, yes, got a little preachy, but that was for somebody. So, you know, yes, I just love y'all. I just want us to do great. I really do. Alrighty, so our next mindset that we are doing away with for the new year is the thought of you have to know everything and have everything figured out. Definitely want to speak to my people who have either got a college degree or they have been in their industry for a while, and it's like this feeling of like you need to be at this certain place and know everything. No, we need to be students of life and embrace learning and say, okay, this is something that I might be interested in, but I don't really know anything about it. Case in point, I'm super interested in making videos and YouTube, and I love, love, love storytelling. But I really don't know too much about video production, and I only have this much editing skills. So that's something I don't know about. I just got to learn about it. And apply that to any area in life, whether it's professionally or a passion project, or even if it's just money. If you don't, you know, money or whatever you want to don't know about, you don't have to be a master in. Embrace learning. All right, so our last one, which is a personal one, so I'm just going to say the one sentence because this is actually still in progress for me. It is, we are leaving behind the mindset of working for somebody else's dream harder than we work for our own. Yep, we're not doing that anymore. Did it, ain't doing it again. And like I said, it's still in progress. I can't wait to update you guys on the testimony. But yes, the day job. Yep. Yes, those are the mindsets that we are leaving in 2021 and even beyond. If you seeing this video now in 2022 or, you know, 2024 or whenever you see this video, you're not behind the curve. This stuff is still going to be relevant, hopefully years from now. So if you're doing it, just leave it behind. I love you all so, so much, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.